Welcome back to the Midwest Takeoff. I'm your host, Troop Nation.
And I'm your girl, Mila Topics.
And today we got an exciting show for you guys today. We got Pro Skater YFL DC in the building. Let's go.
Come on up.
Let's go.
Is that Chris?
Get it.
Welcome to the Midwest Takeoff.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
How you doing today?
All right, so we're going to get straight to it. So what made you want to even start skateboarding? Like, what made you do that first ollie out here?
So, first time I ever wanted to start skateboarding, I used to watch this show called Robin Big in high school.
I remember that show.
That show was fire.
So basically in high school, Robin Big, I used to watch the show. He used to have this clothing line called DC.
Yeah.
So I used to just go buy all the DC clothes and stuff like that so I could just like dress like a skater.
Yeah.
Became part of your personality.
Yeah. So like in high school, I met a couple people that was skateboarding at the time. I didn't really know how to skate for real, so I was just like, man, how you do that? How you kickflip? He gave me a board. Then like I started trying it in my basement, like on a little pull-up bar.
Right.
Like, so you won't fall?
Yeah, like just trying it, like you feel me, to see how it go. Then I took it to my driveway, then started learning ollies and stuff like that.
So that was your first trick? Like the ollie is your first?
Yeah.
Okay, so you mastered that by now.
So how long ago? You said that was in high school?
10 years ago.
So like 10 years ago. And now you here. So like what has been like your like most highest or like proudest moment as far as that goes, like with skating?
Me moving to LA, my first time ever even going to LA, getting on the plane. I moved to LA off skateboarding. Like,
oh wow.
So I'm gonna tell you, one time I was at the skate park in Garfield.
Yeah.
And I posted on my Instagram one time, like, man, ain't no real skaters in Cleveland. Ain't nobody doing nothing in Cleveland. Like, where the skaters at?
Right.
So my one homie, he was like, bro, move out here with Joe. Like, we about to move to Cali. Like, we could get an apartment. Like, we could just live out there and skate.
Yeah.
I'm like, bet, say less. I was already selling jewelry. I was, you know what I'm saying, like, stacking money. So I'm like, all right, what I'm about to do? So, like, we signed a lease in Cleveland. Like, his dad went to go find a house. And I got on the plane, moved out there. So when I moved out there, like, you know how, like, you see stuff on, like, out of the country. You be like,
in the videos and stuff like that.
It probably don't be what you think it is, but honestly, bro, it was
when you moved there, it was everything you thought.
Everything I ever thought and better, honestly. Like,
that's super dope.
Yeah.
Like, what is as far as this difference, as far as just like you saying, like the culture, the community? Is it more like open? Is it
skateboarding community is very open.
Out there with like Venice Beach and stuff like that.
Venice, everywhere in North Hollywood.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of places.
There's a lot of skating out there.
So, like, out there, I promise you, like, it's different being here in Cleveland. So,
Right.
like, it's a lot of good skateboarders. It's good and bad at the same time because, like, you learning how to skate better and go harder with better skaters. But being here in Cleveland, like, by you being a good skateboarder, you can be, like, you can get noticed more than an average
you stand
skater.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Cleveland. It's not that many skateboarders in Cleveland.
Right.
You know, so.
That's super dope.
So while you was in California, did you get to meet anybody that's like, hey,
influential?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Who was some people that stood out to you while you was out there?
So it's different from here in Cleveland. You go to a skate park. My first time even going to a skate park, it's called Stoner Skate Park. I seen this pro skater called P-Rod. I don't know if I'm familiar with P-Rod, but he make like a lot of Nike SB pro shoes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I seen him, right? I'm like, that's P-Rod? My friends like, bro, yeah, that's P-Rod. I'm like, man, I'm about to go out there and take a picture with him. They like, they're like, man, don't do that, bro. Like, you feel? I'm like, come on, man. Like, what? You crazy? So I went up to him and I'm like, what's up? How you doing, man? I'm a big fan of you, bro. I like what you do. He like, I appreciate that. I'm like, my friends, they like, man, they was mad at me for coming up here to take a picture with you. He was like, I'm a professional skater. You know, this is what I do it for. Like, like he was gladly to take a picture with me. Like,
that's humble. That's fact.
It motivated me for real. I skated with a lot of pros out there.
You did, and now you won. So that's manifesting early.
It's coming. I got my pro board coming before the summer.
Is this like a specific type of board you got to use to become a pro, or is it like a certain amount of years to become a pro? Like, what's like the credentials?
So Lil Wayne just turned pro.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Easy.
Lil Wayne's a professional skateboarder now. If y'all didn't know.
Oh, that's
so
fine.
It's like, it had to be a company, a brand that has been doing skateboards and been tapped in with brands and stuff like that. And they can basically sponsor you, give you boards, give you product, and then turn you and see how you do with that. Then, like, once they see the potential in you, like, They just want to turn you pro, put your actual name on the board.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
they like
your
sponsor
actual,
you and stuff.
yeah.
That's fire.
So it's like your own line of boards, or
Just with the company that I'm with, they're gonna drop a line of me, just my boards.
that is super dope.
I definitely got to get a board.
The company is called Unspoken Truth.
Unspoken Troy. All
Okay.
right, shout out to y'all. Yeah.
So like, is it not? So as far as professional, I'm thinking like tournaments and like skating things
yeah,
like
it's
that.
gonna
Is
be
that
a
a whole
lot
nother
of-
level
it's-
too, or is that all tapped in together, or is it different?
It's definitely gonna be a lot of that going on. I honestly do a lot of competitions now. It's not that many here in Cleveland, but when they do it, I pop out and show my face and skate, and I get recognized for that.
Okay.
Like Instagram is like the biggest,
Platform.
yeah. Like, cause a lot of people who not even from Cleveland, they see me skate. Like,
Yeah.
So they be like,
So have you ever been on one of them high ramps? It was like a tunnel. What is it called? You go down.
I ain't gonna lie, them ramps,
Yeah.
I don't really be skating ramps. It's
Yeah.
called transitional. That's the name of the skate.
Okay.
I don't really be skating ramps for real. 'Cause
I seen a couple
I can
shows. I'm
skate
like,
it.
man,
I can, don't get me wrong.
them
'cause,
drops
like,
look crazy.
being a professional skater, you for sure have to know how to skate everything.
Right.
So I know how to skate it. It's just I prefer to be a street skater, like skating
Okay.
rails, downstairs, ledges,
So-
gaps, stuff
Do
like
you
that.
remember the Tony Hawk video game? Do you
Yeah.
guys do you relate to that? Get your own video game out here one day?
That'd be fire.
Yeah, why not put
That's
it in
fire.
there?
I
You
know,
know
that's
what I'm
right,
saying?
man.
That's
So,
fire.
yeah, get your own game. I
I
mean,
never thought about that. That's
you
fire.
get your
though.
own line of boards. You got to go to
Go the whole full
You know what I'm
throttle.
saying?
huh?
You get
For sure.
YFL DC new game, skateboard game, speaking into existence. You know.
I got Ilthy this week. I'm setting up a meeting with the owner. He told me he wanted to do a collab with me.
Okay.
He had like a little
Congratulations.
Yeah.
he just had a little collab at his store like a couple days ago. He was like, bro, yeah, we could sit down, have a meeting, come down to the office. And what's that place, the sushi spot, Sora?
I'm not even sure.
He just opened that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Well,
he
we
was
gotta
like,
try that
yeah, we
out
can
then.
go down there, get some food. Then like, I want to collab with your face on it, just you. Like, it's gonna be fire.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's, I'm about to say, is it just you like being in the right rooms, or like I know like it's all like you started off with skateboarding and then like you moved, you said, to LA, and like it's just you being able to network and connect with people that have you now like having a sponsorship, like like with the shoes and stuff like that, and like how did that all like did it just flow like that?
I feel like me skateboarding and posting more than
Get-
a lot
got your
of
recognition.
average skateboarders should, like,
yeah.
so I really don't got like video parts out. Like you can't look up YFL DC on YouTube skateboarding.
Right.
So I've been working on stuff like that with the company. So I've been filming
Promo.
so I can drop something like that
Yeah.
for the people, because
Yeah.
they've been waiting. I just post everything on Instagram. So, but when they see it on Instagram, they're like, bro, that's like street material, let's see some
Yeah.
footy. I want to see you go crazy.
So with the company that you have now, is it Ilthy? Ilthy? Am I saying that right?
Ilthy,
That's the brand you got on now, right?
Unspoken. I got a whole bunch of sponsors.
Oh,
Demonstration.
You said it's a few of them out
Yeah,
there.
it's a few. I got a lot.
But you said you was going back into, you said how you got into
No posers. Oh, can't forget about no posers.
what is it? Oh, that's one of your sponsors too.
Yeah.
So you just after you started posting, and they just started reaching out to you, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so you basically went viral a few times then, or like your
Kinda.
post is just
Yeah. A lot of people, they don't really see Cleveland people doing skateboarding.
Right. So
it's like
on their
something new to them.
timeline. So I'm affiliated with like rappers and stuff like that in
Yeah.
Cleveland. So people, they probably think I won't post nothing like that,
Right.
But when they on their story and they follow me and they see like, oh, this dude skateboarding, like, and I be posting like hard music to it too. It don't, you feel me? So people really relate to it. They be like, oh, that's fire.
yeah, like you could have
Yeah,
a
so I
bit of
catch
street
the-
and
Both sides to you. And I know
Yeah.
you said like we talking about skateboarding, but you also do music as well, correct?
I used to do music.
did? Okay.
okay.
My friend YFL Kelvin, he's
Shout
a
out.
full-time artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we used to make music together. That's how we started out. And I met him through skateboard, honestly.
Okay. He was
Oh, wow.
skateboarding as well. Okay.
Yeah, that's honestly played a big part of me skateboarding. When I met him and a couple other friends, like downtown, that honestly like made me want to start skating. Because I ain't really see like no black skaters in Cleveland.
Right.
Like,
Right.
So when I seen like 10 of them, I'm like,
Oh yeah. I
Where
gotta
y'all
get
Oh,
come
close.
it's a group of y'all.
Like, what?
Y'all doing y'all
so
thing.
we met like that, skateboarding. Then we started rapping. Then we just became real close.
Yeah. So what's the rundown for the YFL? What do that mean?
YFL is young, flashy lifestyle.
So you said that too. He looked it up.
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe it means something different to him.
Flashy, flashy. You know.
Or do you feel like you a flashy person in general, or is you think it's just more so like a lifestyle?
Like, yeah, it's
like
more
how you look at things.
It's more of a lifestyle, but I feel like when a person look at my Instagram, they for sure gonna be like, "Oh, you flashy, you a skateboarder, you got a mirror on." I ain't even gonna break it down, but people just be like,
"You out here."
Stereotypical look at my Instagram and think I'm like something that I'm not, but I'm really a straight skateboarder.
You said you're straight. So I saw you did a commercial with the Nike with the J's.
Yeah.
So how did that go? How did they reach out to you and to
So honestly, a couple people reached out to the guy that was doing the interview, and a couple people reached out to me and DM me, was like, bro, hit him up. He doing this interview for Nike.
Yeah.
And I know you mess with Nike, so you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit him up. So I hit him up, but he was like, yeah, I got a couple skaters I'm looking at and this, that, and that. So I'm like, cool, that's cool. So I hit him up again. He was like, yeah, bro, if you down, I'm down. Everybody looked over your Instagram. They said you cool.
That's
like, let's get it, you know.
And you
so
got to announce the new shoe.
Yeah, man.
And that's fire, because they fire, though.
Like, I had them in hand before they dropped. People was like, bro,
right, it was going
let me
crazy.
get them. Like,
because people are really shoe heads. Like, I know people that have, like, actual apps and, like, when they drop type dates. Like,
they mad.
Standing in line for 6 hours
real, I'm not
to
doing
get some
that.
shoes.
They mad I'm skating in them. Eventually, I did one trick in it, a tray flip, but I'm good at that trick, so I didn't scuff it. But
are you a tennis shoe person for real? Or are you
I like shoes.
Okay.
Dunks, Jordans, everything. Designer shoes I'm more into.
Yeah.
I love clothes. I've been to clothes since high school.
So it's crazy because it's just like you started off just doing something because you were interested, and now it's like become like part of your life. Do you feel like it's something that you just like feel like you can't have to like do every day, or is it more of a like a hobby?
Skateboarding, I feel like it's at that point where I can't stop skateboarding because it ain't got past more than a hobby. It's definitely a lifestyle because I look at it like I can't live without skateboarding. I can do anything else in the world. It's gonna bring me back. I'm gonna look at a spot. I could be in Italy. I'm like, look at that stair set. Like
I can ride the rail down.
For real. Like I don't know what it is. When somebody find that passion and that love about something, it's just different. Like even music. I honestly still got the passion for music. I just fell back from the music scene.
Okay.
You know, and I found another passion.
You have your
that made
own
me
lane
stand out.
Because
a lot of people don't skateboard. How many people rap?
Not that many.
Like I reckon.
I'm gonna say everybody rap though.
Yeah,
I respect everybody that rap, honestly, because I love music. You know, I like to hear new music. But me, I want to do something different for me and my generation. You know.
So I know from starting off, I know you had to do like, you ever break any bones? Because you know I see all these skateboarders.
That's a good question.
Yeah, like.
That is a big question everybody always asks me. No, I never broke no bones.
That's good.
Oh yeah, okay.
I sprained 2 ankles. I sprained my wrist 2 times. I always fall on my hands. Like I got a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
So when I fall, like I like fall on my palms on my hands. So I scrape on my hand, get palm bruise a lot.
Now, when you started off, did you wear helmets? Like, you know, you see some of the
Nah.
He said he was risking his life from the jump.
Yeah,
because it's like what you see is like, I didn't see nobody wearing helmets when I was skateboarding.
So you already was like, okay.
Like I didn't have a parent showing me this is what you need to do. Knee pad, like
I would have had knee pads, elbow pads, arm pads, leg pads. Okay,
I started skateboarding late. I started skateboarding real late, and honestly, I really wish I started skateboarding when I was young.
You think late? Because you said high school like 14, 15?
No, the last year of my high school.
Oh, so like 17, 18?
Like, yeah, 18.
Okay. Well, you still doing good.
Yeah.
No, I remember the first time I fell off a skateboard, man. It was
you said
like,
what?
No, I was young when I first fell off an actual skateboard. I'm like, all right, I'm done with that. And then later on in life, a year
you
ago,
fell off a board?
Yeah, I used to try to be a skateboarder like when I was young, right?
See, it be like
my first board was a Credible Hawk. It was green and
real?
black. Yeah, I still remember it to this day.
Oh, that's fire.
And so, like, I fell, and a lady drove down the street and ran over the board and broke it.
Man,
I
what?
I didn't even say that. First, I thought you were about to say you.
No, it was a stranger.
I would have been funny, like what?
And she yelled out the window,
crazy.
"You don't skateboard?" I swear, I'll never forget it. She yelled that out. And I'm
my
like,
God.
maybe I don't supposed to skateboard.
You said that was a sign.
Yeah, because I fell off and the skateboard went flying in the street.
Man.
And lady ran it straight over.
Maybe you were supposed to skateboard.
I picked it up later on. I picked it up later on in life now, and I longboard in the summer times. But
you told me that.
Yeah, I don't do no tricks or nothing like that. But I just like to coach.
Casual.
I'm gonna teach you a couple tricks, man, on the board.
DC said
man.
he got
for
you.
sure.
Got you. First, we're gonna start off with the ollie. That's where it all started.
Hey, I'm gonna learn the ollie, y'all.
Once
That's
you learn
super
the
dope.
ollie, you gonna be in there.
Yeah.
I love what he said about just like passion. I feel like the people we've had on our show, that's what they believe in, what they're doing. Like, you know, like we had chefs, we have an artist, and this is like, this is a different art. It's still an art form, for real. Sure. It's like you can have art in so many different ways. That's why I'm like, I'm love this show, like our Midwest Takeoff, because it's just like, we was just like, first I remember we was talking about just rappers or singers. And it's just like, it's so much more like broad spectrums
so
than that.
Talent.
It is.
Yeah.
Even in skateboarding, I meet a lot of talent in the city, people doing clothes.
Yeah,
people
you can tap into other things.
People doing,
we both have clothing lines.
Look, podcasting, you don't just meet somebody every day like I do a podcast. Like,
right. Yeah, we met on the Humbug.
Yeah, see, it be like that, you know. Everything happened for a reason. So
I totally agree.
That's fire, bro.
And when you first, this is going back to like sponsorships and stuff like that. When you first got sponsored, what was that like? That feeling like, man, dang, a big company believe in my dreams.
When I first got sponsored, it was like, I used to look at pro skaters and be like, man, they got the fresh board, fresh shoes.
Right.
Like, so being a skateboarder, you got to pay for everything. You got to go to the skate shop, spend $60 on just the board with the grip. Then you got to break down the wheel. You know, it's a whole process. So like, being sponsored, when they gave me like my first opportunity of being sponsored, I took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
So I just was like, I'm sponsored. I was telling everybody I'm sponsored. Like, bro, I'm sponsored. That's all I just kept saying. But it motivated me to get my tricks better and get better at my craft.
Be more marketable. You doing a lot of things.
Of course. I don't got no manager or nothing. People look at me, they be like, bro, you doing this, you doing that. Like, they be thinking I'm already there. But
when you
I
first
just work
jumped,
hard, man. That's it.
When you first jumped on the rail, right?
Scary.
That's what I want to know. Like, cause
all right, talk about rails.
Yeah, I want to hear the rail story.
Rails, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you a skateboarder, street skating, rails is the scariest part of skateboarding.
Okay.
Honestly, like, because it's so little and narrow. You gotta really throw that truck on there and be really balanced on there. Like, but when I first hopped on the rail, it was at Lakewood. No, honestly, it was a flat bar. We did like a little backboard down a little two-stair. Yeah. We was at Stella Wash on the east side by Broadway and Fleet.
Yeah.
So I did the little two-stair with the backboard. I was like, oh, man, I did two-stair, what? I was turned.
Right.
So when I went to Lakewood Park, I didn't know how to skate, but throughout the time when I kept going, I wanted to do this handrail. It's 7 stairs. Yeah. With a handrail going down. It's so scary, man. To me, I was looking at it like, man, it's crazy. But when I tried it, I did it. And I was like, when you look at skateboarding, it's one of them things like you can put with everything in life.
I was about to say with life.
For real.
I was just thinking
can
that when you were saying that.
When you put your mind to it, you can do anything if you actually just try it for real. Don't ever doubt yourself. Like, I be doubting myself still to this day. Like, man, I can't do that. I see a little dude, 16 years old, do the biggest trick. I be like, I can't. That's crazy. I can't do that. But if I tried it though, I can't knock it if I ain't tried it.
We telling ourselves it's a mind thing for real.
You know.
But we already tapped into all these questions. But we gonna play. Well, it's not a game really, but I do different stuff on each podcast. It's gonna be 20. Go ahead, get you some water.
Free game right here. Give me one too.
We're gonna ask 20 questions, speed questions. You answer them. We can talk about them afterwards. You could elaborate, or you could just answer one word, whatever. All right, you ready? All right.
20 questions. 20 questions.
He said he had to get that water intake first. All right. What was your favorite subject in school?
History.
Did you play any sports growing up?
Basketball.
All righty. Do you enjoy your alone time?
Yes.
Okay. Would you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert?
Say it one more time.
An introvert or extrovert? Like you prefer to
be indoors or outdoors?
No, not like a personality wise. Are you like a social person or
social?
You are? Okay. Okay. What's the most relaxing part of your day?
When I get home. You know,
from skateboarding all day.
Yeah,
right. I'm about to say, what are you, as far as other than skating, like more passionate about?
I used to sell jewelry. I'm into jewelry a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I love jewelry.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Do you believe in power manifestation?
Yes.
All right. What's the most helpful thing that you own? Like it could be in your house. Or helpful thing. Like for me, I don't have one yet, but a dishwasher would be helpful, and that's just my mom's answer.
You said a dishwasher.
Most helpful thing in my house.
His skateboard.
Yeah, for sure. My skateboard. That's it.
What job would you be terrible at?
Terrible at? Oh my God, being a truck driver.
What's the most beautiful place you ever seen?
Los Angeles.
Okay. Look, right. You sticking with your, I know that's right. What's your favorite season?
Summertime.
Okay. Do you prefer like cities or rural areas?
Cities.
Okay. Do you have a favorite author or artist?
Artist, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Weezy.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Pet peeve, doubting myself.
Yeah, okay. Do you collect anything? I know you said jewelry.
I collect old boards that I did something big down that I feel like I accomplished something on. So
okay,
I
like an award almost.
Like your memory, your token.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite movie of all time?
Movie? Oh man, you can't say that all the time.
You got a couple?
I don't know. I'm gonna say Friday.
Friday?
Yeah, that's the top right now. Friday the one.
What skill would you like to master?
Skill would I like to master? Being an engineer.
Being an engineer?
Okay.
I'm talking about making music, producing and learning how to make beats and everything behind the scenes of an artist that's making them. Because I always wanted to learn that's really the mastermind behind it.
Yeah.
Making the sound and making them sound good and everything.
I introduced you to somebody I know.
Yeah, I want to really learn more about that.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
That's fire.
Thank you for answering our questions.
That was 20 questions.
Yeah, you did. You was going. You was spitting them off.
I knew you was gonna ask him too about sports too. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, so you said you was playing basketball. So you Steph Curry out here, or
I'm more of a. I used to watch the and one mixtapes back in the day. So I be trying to cross you
Oh yeah,
I can shoot. You feel me?
Okay.
I be going to hoop with the everybody, Kelvin and everybody. We all go hoop. My little brother.
Okay.
His little brother. We all got a whole team. We be hooping every week. Go work out. Go hoop. That's what we be doing.
Because I was just about to ask you too, what's the daily life of a skater? Because since I have a part-time job too, but being an entrepreneur, that's one thing you say, you definitely got to hustle more and be on stuff. But at the same time, it's you do have more flexibility as far as do you have more of a routine, or are you kind of just more so however life kind of happens?
Right now, I'm full-time skating. I get paid from skateboarding events and interviews and stuff like that, sponsors and stuff like that, but keep me going. But I'm full-time skating. That's what's going on right now. When I wake up in the morning, I be what the weather is like, for one. If it's going to be nice, cold, you feel me?
Right.
Am I skating indoor? And then if I figure out where I'm skating, figure out what trick I'm about to do today. Because go to my Instagram, I already did that trick. I got to learn something new. So in my mind, I'm just trying to learn something new, post something for the gram for everybody. Be oh, DC, bro, you going right. You know what I'm saying? But it's all fun, too. It's what I love to do. So a lot of people love to see me do what I love to do.
Yeah.
So it's all fun. That's my daily routine. I usually, when it's hot outside, I go get an acai bowl. I don't know if y'all familiar with acai.
I know what that is. I just got hit.
That.
It's a certain, it's kind of like a yogurt.
So,
okay.
It's kind of like a berry. Acai is a berry, right? And it's
berry.
It's if you look it up, it could break down more to you. It break down the fat and shit like that.
Okay.
But
I didn't know the name of it.
You put granola, bananas, strawberries.
Oh,
them bowl. Oh
yeah. One of
okay. I just had a moment just now.
The term is definitely a newer term.
Yeah. But so I used to get an acai bowl, and I'll be skating Lakewood Park. That's where I be at a lot. But I'm about to be in the streets more. Being in the streets mean filming for a street park instead of being in a park. It's being a pro skater.
That makes
two differences to that.
Two different. Yeah.
So is it just more different tricks, or is it more for
it's
kind
of like the same. My favorite trick right now is tray flip.
Okay,
it's
so
a 360 kick flip.
Fire.
Yeah.
So it's not the same, but what you saying?
It's not the same, but I be doing the same tricks, but I sometimes do new tricks down new things that people never seen me do. And they look at it different because I'm not in the skate park doing it. You know, when they look at you skating at the skate park all day, like, all right, why you not in the streets? Because that's what professionals
so it looks like
do.
that validates your like credentials more. Yeah. Kind of. Whereas like at the skate park, like, are you just kind of practicing learning? But when you at the skate park, you actually killing it or whatever.
Like you just at home rapping in the studio, or you outside performing. Like people actually seeing you perform. Like,
oh, okay. It would be a lot of people. It would be a lot of people there, or
and everybody
the skate park
skate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I was about to say.
Well, it's not that many in Cleveland. I go to Lakewood. That's off Detroit. They have one downtown in the Flats called Cricket River.
I'm not even hip to that either.
It's kind of like by that Sunoco, kind of like going.
Don't get me lying, y'all got the landmarks.
Yeah, let me.
I'm a landmark.
I'm GPS.
You give me a landmark, I find it.
But it's like in the cut. They got Bedford Skate Park, Garfield Skate Park.
Yeah,
it's really not that many skate parks.
Bedford do got a skate park. Yeah.
By that old Dairy Queen.
Yep.
Is there
right behind it?
Yeah.
Is there like an event every year for skaters, or is it
every
like
year
annual?
Here, they for sure have at least like 2 to 3 events here. Like Go Skate Day is June 21st.
Have to pull
That's
up
the first day of summer.
You'll be there.
I'm gonna be there. I was there last year. Oh my God, we had this crazy event in the Flats over this new 3-block. It's like a 3-block spot over there. Like that's what they call it. It's fire though. I ain't gonna lie. I did some crazy tricks down there. I just went to this contest in Detroit at Brush Alley Skate Park. It was like a best trick and game of skate contest. It was fire.
Did you win the best trick?
I didn't win the best trick. One of my homies won the best trick. But it's like I stood out. I landed some crazy tricks, and they looking forward for me to come back to Detroit.
People do flips? Like not the like kip flips, but I'm talking about like actual flips, like on skateboards.
Like backflips?
Yeah, like can you go down and flip? Like
I don't know if that's possible. You might. Anything is possible.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, like
anything is possible.
You said that's what you about to learn, True?
Motocross and dirt bikes, BMX.
Sure, gonna be the first one.
Yeah, I'm gonna break my back.
Go viral. Let's go.
I'm gonna go viral. All right, I'm gonna be in the hospital like thumbs up. Nah, you ain't gonna see me on that.
I did the best I could.
Yeah,
and I'm be on the sideline like, what he tried?
Yeah, I tell you that.
He tried.
Yeah,
I got the footage. You know me. I'm gonna be like,
no, because you know how some people they skate and then there's like a pit full of foam. They do tricks
I have seen that.
Like I seen that on the Rob and Big show.
They did have like a big old pit thing that they used to be.
That was fire. They have one at this indoor park called Changa. It's in Brook Park on Snow Road.
Oh, and you can learn new tricks or how to do a trick and land. You won't hurt yourself
in the foam. But
I know where I can do the back.
And you be all right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the ramp to go into the foam pit is like
steep,
like a wall. You looking down like
nope, not even doing that.
It's
crazy.
Crazy.
Up that quick. No,
I didn't give
it. Be scooters, it be bikers, it be all them. They over there doing rollerbladers.
See, I'll be
a whole line of folks.
The scooter, I'll be more. I feel safe. Cause I got a ball to go down, but
sometimes that might be a little bit.
I was about to say that seems like a lot more to get over.
You gotta,
you gotta push it to the side.
Oh yeah, you don't want to land on that scooter.
Skateboard.
I did try to go skiing 1 year. That was last winter. Whew, it was rough. Man, it was rough.
I've never been snowboarding before. But that looks fire. I always want to.
You probably mastered that.
You
real
probably
quick.
Yeah. No, I hit my head one time. It was a wrap for me.
Snowboarding to be fire. I ain't gonna lie.
I snowboarded before.
I just don't like the cold weather. Like
it don't be that bad because I had on everything. You know, I had on the snowsuit. I had on the jacket. I had on the hat, the gloves,
the
whole thing,
the boots.
You go snowboarding. I'm gonna put it like this because I'm better at skiing than snowboarding. Right. Okay. So snowboarding. The only difference with a skateboard, you actually tie it down to the board, so your feet don't move off unless you fall, and then it unhooks itself, right?
Okay.
So you really strap down on the board. But I feel like because you're a pro, you can maneuver as long as you know how to stop.
I couldn't
but
stop.
with skis, just don't cross it, and you really stop sideways for real.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I can ski.
I'm not going skiing ever again.
I want to try it.
Even though you saying that, yeah, it was decent.
It looked fun, and I never.
The hot chocolate was good.
What is that? Ice skated. I never ice skated before.
Yeah, I did one time when I was like 7. And I think it's the same thing when it was cold.
You know what people be saying? You a skateboarder. Oh, that should be easy.
In your lane.
Yeah, I was going to say, you went to Cali, can you surf?
Never surfed. I went to Venice.
Like, I'm thinking everything
so
with a board.
Let me tell you about my first time experience at Venice Beach. I took my videos. I'm at Venice. Look, I'm at Venice. I go to the water. All right, boom. I go hop in the water. Man, hop in the water. Literally, my eyes get to burning. Like, not knowing it was salt water. Like, I'm from Cleveland. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't never been
you in the ocean.
Right, right. Not the lake.
It was the worst experience. I was just
About
sorry.
to
Like,
die.
yeah, it was terrible. Like, oh, man. But yeah, that was my first time at Venice.
Yeah, that's
I had
hilarious.
fun though. I got to skate that park.
Yeah.
Got to see what people see, the sightseeing. It was fire.
It's so leisure. I went there once as well, and it's just like seeing everybody just really chilling. It's like a vibe for real.
I ain't never been.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have to go.
You ever been to Miami?
Take the Midwest take off up here.
I've been to Miami.
Like
I used to live in Orlando.
But I feel like it's more chill than that though. I feel like Miami, it's like a show. You know, you hear all the speed cars. But now I feel like Venice is just like so much chill. Like everybody riding bikes. You see kids. You got ice cream shops. You got this. You got, it's like
it's a vibe.
It really is.
Sure.
It's so relaxing.
LA is a whole vibe.
See, I got plenty of friends. They always say, come out, and go kick it. And it's like,
you gotta try. Man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and go kick it. Like this is like confirmation for me to go.
Yeah, well let's get to it.
Yeah, but I've been to Miami plenty of times. I used to live in Orlando, so they got a lot of skaters out there too.
Orlando,
and
they got some fire skate parks.
It's a lot of people who be rollerblading.
Tampa, they always host this competition called Tampa Am and Tampa Pro. I got a lot of friends that go down there and skate that a lot. So that's basically like what the real the one pros be at. Like they all fly in to go skate that competition. You know, so like.
Do you aim to go there? You aim to get?
I never been to Tampa Am. I've been to.
I was about to say which like your
what's
your
to
goal
Tampa
to get
Am and it's a Tampa Am competition and that they had in New York. Yeah, that I've been to. That LES skate park. That was crazy.
That was dope.
It's right under the Manhattan Bridge. Crazy. One of the best skate parks I ever been to. It's fire.
And that's out in Manhattan.
Yeah.
All right. So you
I
getting
got the
people
street skate out there. So, it was fire, man. I got to skate some parks.
Yeah. Do you just feel like you just want to continue just doing what you're doing? Like you're happy with that, or do you feel like you have like, all right, once I get to this level, then this is like my.
Me, I'm the type of person I really like more opportunities. Like like Lil Wayne, my favorite rapper. I look at it like, boom, he rap. He ain't never had to pick up no skateboard.
Right.
He got all the money and whatever in the world he could ever.
Yeah.
You feel me? He didn't need no recognition. He did it because he loved to do it. That's just what he wanted to do. So it's like when I pick up a skateboard, that's just like how I feel.
That's what you love to do.
You love to do that.
I'm inspired by like some of the greats for real, I think.
But then you said if you would be an engineer, right? So if you're an engineer, you could produce your own videos and do the background to it once you learn the aesthetics of it. Yeah. So now you're doing two things that you love.
I
be wanting to edit I edit all my skateboard videos. Like, you know, they do it on the reel, but I used to do it on iMovie before the reels and stuff like that.
CapCut.
So, and I don't know, I just want to get into learning how to film more too.
Yeah.
That's fire. Like, I know how to film. I got a friend.
GoPro. Get you a GoPro.
GoPro be fire too.
Yeah, get you a GoPro. Now you got that first experience. Because people won't feel like they looking at the board or living it through you when you do tricks and stuff. People will be like, oh, I feel like I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would say
I did a couple GoPro scenes before. It was fire.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I want to start a YouTube channel too.
Well, let's get to it.
What's stopping you? Yeah, what's stopping you? Nothing stopping me.
I'm just skating and.
It's coming out.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Once you speak it, it's gonna happen.
I feel like a lot of stuff that I do, like I used to watch a lot of day in the lives of like artists, skaters, stuff like that. So like I feel like a lot of people really will probably want to see what I do in the actual day. What you like
got
what
a
parks
huge
I
fan
go
base.
to, like because I be skating everywhere. Like I skate all the parks in Ohio for real. Columbus, Canton.
What's the best one in Ohio?
Best one in Ohio, I'm going to give it to, Canton Park is all DIY. Yeah. So the city gave them permission to make it was like all
their own thing.
Yeah, so it's like one of the best parks in Ohio. Fire, honestly.
Yeah.
But like made for a skate park, like everything, I'm going to give it to, I like Tuttle. Because Tuttle is challenging.
That's a city?
No, Tuttle is actually, that's the name of the park. It's literally right next door from Ohio State College.
Okay, in Columbus.
Like, you can walk on campus. The park is right here. Like, it's so fire.
We appreciate that. Now, on all our shows, we do like a mental health check. And it's very important to me because it just is in general for my own well-being. There's a lot of people that's been around me that mentally we thought was okay. They haven't, suicide rate is raising and things of that nature. I know we also want to say sorry for your loss for your grandmother as well.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
I know it's like life can hit you hard, and it's just like, how do we go from there? And that's where like mental health comes in, because we can't control a lot of things around us, but we can try our best to keep our world and our mind good. So how are you feeling right now mentally?
Mentally, I'm feeling good. I just feel blessed. I thank everyone for any opportunity that they even sit down and give their time to me. Mm-hmm. I just sit back and reflect on God at the end of the day. Yeah. And just thank God I'm blessed.
That's the best thing. Okay. And then are you using like skateboarding as like a coping thing as well, as far as like getting through life? Do you journal? Do you have certain rituals that you do as far as like for your mental health? Or
so skateboarding is like a good stress reliever. That's but good. I don't like really go through no stress. But I'm just saying, like, skateboarding is one of them passions that just keep you away from a lot of stuff. Like coming up on the east side of Cleveland, like people
to get into.
Yeah, people stereotypical. Like they think I was gonna do something to be in the streets, like be hood, like sell drugs, like all that. So like once I picked up a skateboard, it was just different from what other people used to seeing.
That's super dope.
So it was just
it's freeing.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love the backlash. I really don't get backlash, like bad stuff about me skateboarding. Like, you know how you used to be like growing up, people be like, bro, you skateboard?
Yeah,
like corny type.
Yeah, like, what are you on?
Yeah. Like now it's kind of like more open. Cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like I honestly do it for me. I don't do it for like Instagram or nobody else.
It's something you would do because you like to do it by yourself.
Before Instagram, I was just out there skating, like trying to learn tricks. Yeah, like, for real.
That's super dope.
I used to be real. Like I used to hoop crazy. I used to be a basketball player.
Okay.
So like in high school, I just felt like my last year in high school, I was like, man, if I ain't going pro and hooping,
I'm like, go ahead and wrap it up.
I'm cool on the hooping, man, because like, I don't know, like I seen a lot of my friends go to college and stuff didn't work out, and I'm still in high school, so I'm just looking at it different. But it could have been different for me, but skateboarding found me. And I found skateboarding, and that's what changed my life.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And you seem like an optimistic person, because even you saying like you don't have stress, that's truly dope to even.
Honestly, I'm very humble. I don't know about a lot of people, but I'm gonna tell y'all my sign. I'm a Virgo.
Mm-hmm. I like Virgos. I'm a Leo.
I'm real chill.
God, thank you. God, won't have another Aquarius.
Aquarius.
I don't be into no trash.
No, I feel you.
None of that. Like, I made it to see 29 years old,
that's
and
a blessing.
I don't got no kids. I want to live to be whatever I can be, the best of the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So I just live life every day. Blessed. That's it.
That's good.
So we try to drop gems for the city. So if you got any gems you want to look in the camera, drop some gems, and then tell people how to follow you and how to locate you. Drop your tag.
So basically, y'all say y'all dropping gems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to drop some gems.
Give
them
some advice or anything, just as far as about life or about what you do.
I can give y'all some advice from myself. Basically,
you want to get into the mic?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I just want y'all to, like, if y'all wake up in the morning and y'all feel like stuff not going right for y'all, like, I just want you to just look in the mirror and say, like, I woke up today, I'm blessed. And if you want to do something in life, put your mind to it. Honestly, just do it. Like, don't have nobody telling you don't do that. Like, that's not for you. Like, you never know what can be for you unless you try it, So I just give all glory to God, and I pray everybody get to where they need to be, man.
That's
and I'm YFL DC, by the way. Yeah. And hopefully y'all can pick up a skateboard one day and learn how to skate.
That's good.
Let's go.
We appreciate you.
That was fire.
What episode we on, True?
I think this is
6.
This is 7.
7? Listen, we on episode 7 of the Midwest Takeoff. Like, we really appreciate you for being a part of this.
Thank you.
This was a super dope episode. We love to just have creatives on here. We like to have different type of people. And it's really been a blessing, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Y'all not going to want to miss this today. We have a singer on our hands. This man also plays an instrument as well. He goes by the name of Jared Horgan.
Let's go.
Super dope artist.
Let's go.
And y'all gonna make sure y'all tap in at the end of this episode and watch it.
Stay tuned. Coming next.
All right, shout out to the Midwest Takeoff for having me, Mila Topics and Troop Nation. My name is Jared Horgan, and this is a song that I wrote called Suburbs. Hope you like it. We're heading out to the hometown, it's a day off. Whoa. Cruise around on our bikes, take a ride down to the rock. We'll get high, like back when we were 15. I pray God the songs I write will pay off. The rich kiss and the birds, my friends are way off. Here's to the times when we were wild and free. Cause now I feel like my days are on the run. Listen tonight, someday we'll figure it out. We're so high, and we'll never calm down. Cause we're kids who wanna leave this town. Heading on to the town, we need the day off. It's all passing by in the blink of an eye to hit us. So roll up on now, getting the fun outside. Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. Everything that we dreamed is on the way. Live tonight, someday we'll figure it out. Oh, we're so high, and we'll never calm down. Cause we're kids who wanna leave this town. Oh, sometimes gone away, we'll always stay the same. We're kids, just kids. Sometimes gone away, we'll always stay the same. We're kids, yeah. We'll live tonight, someday we'll figure it out. We'll live tonight, oh, someday we'll figure it out. We're so high, and we'll never calm down. Cause we're kids, oh, who wanna leave this town. I wanna leave this town. Yeah. Thank you.
We thank y'all so much for rocking with us. We're on episode 7 of the Midwest Takeoff. I'm your host, Mila Topics.
I'm Troop Nation.
And we just appreciate y'all. We had YFL DC on the show today, Jared Horgan. Make sure y'all
Like, share, and subscribe, and tune in.
let's go.
Let's go.